Hello, and very happy to see you on my channel. This morning we give you a piece of breaking news. Public outrage over Harry and Meghan's last trip has a sky-high cost. Sussex's African trip cost £245,000, making it the most expensive jaunt by the firm last year, as total travel bill hits £5.3 million. Official accounts revealed today Harry and Meghan's last official tour as members of the royal family cost British taxpayers almost £250,000. Royal tours are always expensive, but Harry is sixth in line to the throne, and it was over the top. Even Kate and William tour cost less. The high-profile trip to South Africa, Bosnia, Angola, and Malani last autumn had been billed as one of the showpiece events of the royal year. But the couple left months of work by staff and diplomats in tatters after they launched a stinging rebuke against the media during the publicly funded trip, as well as secretly recording an explosive TV documentary in which Meghan painted Harry's family as uncaring by accusing them of failing to ever ask if she was okay. Unfortunately, the antics of Harry and Meghan have upset so many people. That horrible woman boo-hooing in South Africa about how hard her life is because the firm wasn't caving into her every whim, kissing her backside with those fake acting 101 tears during that disgusting interview. She seems like a diplomatic disaster wherever she goes. There were rumors of poor behavior in Australia, Morocco, and South Africa. The Sussexes, who also took baby Archie on the trip, royal accounts published today show £245,643 was spent on scheduled flights and a private jet for the couple and their entourage, making it the most expensive royal trip of the year. Meanwhile, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge tour took to Pakistan last year was the third most expensive of the year, costing £117,116, but was considered a huge success by ministers. And surprisingly, the public was outraged at the couple, not only because they were spending a lot of money, but also because they showed the hypocritical side of the journey that was considered paramount for the royal family. One analyst said, the South African tour was considered a success until Meghan gave that pity party interview. It is particularly galling now when you consider the cost of the tour that they went then, in fact, were planning to bolt, abandoning their royal responsibilities in favor of private celebrity life in the U.S. Another analyst angry and says that, and what did these sinister, self-obsessed leeches choose to do while away on this £250,000 free PR exercise? They gave a long interview moaning bitterly about how awfully hard their lives was. The most disliked couple in the UK since Fred and Rose West. And that's no exaggeration. No doubt they hope that they can sucker Americans with their fake woke act better than they did the Brits. Though I doubt it, everyone knows that they have nothing to offer, they just want easy money. According to the source, which not supports the monarchy, it can be said that the British royal family has enjoyed much prosperity and that most British citizens have largely been in favor of the people who occupy it. However, there have also been scandals that have given British citizens pause to reconsider their support of the monarchy. The behavior of both Harry and Meghan has been just disgraceful and has shown a bad light on the monarchy. In view of the immense popularity of the Queen and the patience she has obviously shown Harry and Meghan, they have in turn only taken advantage of her benevolence towards them and have also taken advantage of the royal titles that they retain, but in no way deserve. They are politically activists, which is strictly frowned upon within the monarchy. They preach to others about their carbon footprint while they jet on planes and have spent the British taxpayers' hard money on their vacations. These two must have their titles removed because the anger towards them now is plausible. Anti-monarchist campaign group Republic said, the figures fail to reflect the true annual cost of the monarchy, which puts it at £345 million, by taking account of lost revenues from the royal estates, policing, and the costs to other authorities such as local council. Spokesman Graham Smith said these figures don't disclose the daily abuse of money on shorter trips around the country, taking helicopters when they go by car, driving when they could go by train. A 15% increase in travel costs when hospitals can't deliver the very best care to every person in need, when teachers are struggling to pay for the necessary books and equipment, and the police are stretched to the breaking point in scandals. This is an abuse of public money far worse than any MP's expenses scandal, and it has to stop. Meanwhile, on social media, many experts also discussed this cost, said an anonymous expert from South Africa. The tour was to get photos of Archie with Desmond Tutu and to do their white savior tourism and to have photos of poor people with Meg so she could amp up her humanitarian credentials. I'll never forget the rudeness at the play date when she forced those women with the babies to sit on the floor with her. There they were in their best outfits, dressed beautifully, and she's telling them to sit on the floor and offering Archie's cast-off clothes, so completely clueless. It's a wonder she didn't wear a pith helmet like Milani. They were offended, but she was oblivious as always. Another expert claims they complained about their shoddy treatment by the British royal family, and they are the ones so low down the food chain who cost the family the most. Wow, just wow. Does everyone else see the hypocrisy in this? Don't forget they also took their own Land Rover with them on the plane, which is utterly ridiculous. They do actually have Land Rovers already in Bosnia that the couple could have borrowed or hired. And then Harry has the utter nerve to tell ordinary people how they should travel. This couple makes me sick. He continues, I respect the Queen, but some of those costs are just outrageous, especially the $245,000 from Harry and Meg's. And then they had the audacity to whine all the time during that trip, placing the limelight firmly on themselves rather than on the charity work. They are a bunch of hypocrites lecturing the public about global warming and equality, etc. Yet they don't seem to want to follow their own advice. The royal family needs to take a good, hard look in the mirror. They can clearly see British taxpayers are going through difficult times themselves, so they should understand the need to help out and cut costs as far as possible, not spending on luxuries like private jets. But a fan beats the narcissists like Meghan are notorious spenders, especially when it's other people's money. She said, my guess is they will initially make millions simply because they use their connections to get the Netflix deal. But Meghan has uber lavish taste, a huge sense of elitism and entitlement, and an endless need to maintain appearance as she keeps up with the Joneses. Many happen to be billionaires who make the Sussexes look like paupers. She will likely spend herself and Harry into incredibly deep debt and then split from Harry, who by then will be well past broke both emotionally and financially. For me, I think it was that tour that made up her mind to get the hell out. She saw how insignificant she was and was bored with the charity work that she was not focusing on her. She did not marry into the royal family to go out into the dirt and heat and have to shake hands all day. She thought it was all mansions, designer clothes, jewels, free vacations while working on changing the monarchy. And you, what do you think about that? Please let me know in the comments section, and everyone also discuss hypocrite couple together. Please like and share my video for anyone you think they also loved it like you. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sussex Daily News channel to get more news by us. Now have a nice day and see you in the next videos.